Hey guys, I'm Erik Peterson, and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for skillofattraction.com. And today's attraction tips video is called, Should I Be Friends with My Ex? And the short answer to that is no, you should not be friends with your ex if you want any chance of being with her again. And I realize that this seems like the logical way to stay on her radar. And you're probably thinking that if I stay friends with my ex, I'll have a much better chance of winning her back. Or if I don't stay friends with my ex, she's going to forget about me, meet someone new, and move on. Or she's going to think that I don't care about her if I don't stay friends with her. Or even a friends-only relationship is better than no relationship at all. The thing is that all of these rationalizations are just that, the rationalizations. They're not going to get you what you really want in the end. I mean, yes, you will have much less anxiety if you're in contact with them, and you will probably be talking to them on a regular basis, but you are actually lowering your chances of any kind of reconciliation with them. As I've said many times before, attraction and reattraction is often counterintuitive. I mean, relationships themselves are based on emotion and not on logic. So in this attraction tips video, I'm going to discuss why trying to be or agreeing to be friends with your ex is a really bad idea, why it actually lessens the chance of reattracting them, and what you should actually do instead. But before we get started, I just wanted to say that if you have any questions, whether it be about my videos or you're having issues in your own relationship, please feel free to shoot me an email. All you have to do is head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the contact tab, and shoot me a message from there. All that I ask is that you do your best to keep your message rather short and concise, really 1 to 2 paragraphs max, because I just don't have time to go through these long emails. But you should know that I do have to take care of my paying clients first, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. You just have to be a little patient, but I will respond. But if you need to get in touch with me right away, the best way to do that is, again, head over to my website at skillofattraction.com, click on the coaching tab, and there I have several options for you to choose from. I offer emergency email coaching where I will respond to you within 24 to 48 hours, depending on which option you select. And I also provide monthly coaching where I will work with you throughout the month to try to get whatever relationship issues you're having turned around and get you back on track. And just so you know, I will post the links to both my contact page and my coaching page in the description down below. Now, with that in mind, let's get on to the video. Now, a lot of times when someone is breaking up with you, they will, especially women will do this, they will offer you friendship as sort of a consolation prize. And most of the time, it's either because they don't want to hurt your feelings, especially women. You know, women are emotional beings, and they really don't want to hurt you, despite what you may think. Or it's a way to kind of keep you in backup position, just in case they didn't make the right decision. And again, this isn't an evil plan. They're not thinking like, oh, how can I make his life miserable? You know, they're really being selfish and thinking of themselves. And that just in case that I was just talking about is usually because they're not quite certain if they made the right decision about ending things with you quite yet. And in other words, they really don't want to let you go quite yet, but they really don't want to be with you anymore either. And in many cases, what they want to do is they want to go out and date other people and kind of play the field and see if there's a better option out there for them. Now, of course, this doesn't mean that you can't go out and date other people as well, but often after you've just been dumped, really the last thing you want to do is get emotionally involved or go out with other people. But the thing is, which I do recommend that you do, if someone breaks up with you, I recommend that you get right back out there and start dating other people. But the thing is, if you don't get back out there and start dating other people and you agree to friendship, basically what you're going to be doing is sitting around at home pining over your ex while they go out and date other people to see if they could find a replacement for you. The truth is, if you agree to friendship with your ex, you're really lowering your value in their eyes. Because what you're basically communicating is that you're willing to be their second option while she goes out and sees if she could find her first option. And then you're completely out. There will be no relationship. There will be no friendship. And I know they said, oh, well, let's be friends. We'll always be friends. Well, as soon as there's a new guy or girl for my female viewers, there will be no friendship. Trust me. And as I said in one of my more recent videos, women want a man of high value. And it's the same for men. Men want women of high value. And just like another video I just did, I think it was called You Attract Who You Are. You know, if you're a lower value person, you're going to attract a lower value person. But if you're a higher value person, you're going to attract a higher value partner. And it's just how it works. So if you lower yourself, you know, she or he is going to go out and find someone that's more equal or above them. So if you find yourself in this position, you want to get out immediately if you want to have any chance with her in the future. Because by not agreeing to friendship, you're essentially communicating that you have self-respect, self-worth, you have value, and you're not going to put your life on hold when they're not even totally sure about you. You want someone that is 100% sure about you. And in the words of author Mark Manson, it's either a fuck yes or it's a no. Now, if you're currently already in the friend zone with your ex, you just want to simply tell them that friends only isn't working for you. That you want to tell her that you love her and that you hope that you two could work things out in the future. But for now, you're just going to move on, and she should get in touch with you if she has a change of heart. And then you need to walk away and begin moving on. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be much easier than staying in the friend zone in this emotional torture while you're waiting on them or they're dating other people. It's just going to drive you absolutely crazy and lower your own self-worth. And it's really the same thing if your current girl breaks up with you in the future and offers you friendship. You basically want to tell her the same thing, but obviously in your own words. But the thing is, you have to be strong because it's going to be very difficult because you want to be around them. You want to be in contact with them, and just being in contact with them, it's going to, soothe and relieve that anxiety. And if she does want to keep you around, she's going to try different angles to try to keep you as a friend. Because like I said, she really doesn't want to let you go completely yet, but she doesn't want to be with you either. So you have to be strong and mean what you say. I mean, it's easy to say the words, but sticking to them and meaning it, that's where it gets difficult, especially as time goes on. I mean, it may be easy the first couple days, but after time goes on, you start to miss them, it's going to be really difficult. So you have to stick to it. Because do you really want to hear about that new guy she just met? Or do you really want to hear about that fantastic date she just got home from? Because if you agree to friendship, that's basically what it's going to be. And like I said, once she does meet someone else that she likes, there will be no more friendship. So just remember that. You're going to be putting in a lot of time torturing yourself for really nothing in the end. But so you just have to be strong here. I was actually a client of mine, this was a couple months ago. He had been dating a girl for, I want to say maybe a year and a half or 2 years. And things were going great. And he did tell me that once he started talking to me, he did tell me that he noticed the last couple months that she was pulling away slowly, very slowly and subtly. But he didn't think it was that big of a deal. And one day she just contacted him and she told him that she was breaking up with him because she liked this new guy and she was going to go be with him. And of course he was devastated. This is when he contacted me. He didn't think he had any chance of getting her back. But she was still in contact with him, and I told him that, just relax. I have a feeling that, she's going to be back, but you have to be strong here. And luckily, he had already been working on himself enough prior to even speaking to me that when she broke up with him, she did offer him friendship, and he was like, no, I'm not down with that. Why don't you give me a call if you change your mind? And she wasn't happy about it, so she was still in contact with him. Very little bit, very, just a little. She was just a little in contact with him. And eventually she contacted him and asked him if he wanted to meet her out for lunch. She was in town with her gay friend. And he contacted me and he's like, oh, I think this is my opportunity. What should I do? What should I do here? And I was like, absolutely not. She's still offering you friendship. And he really wasn't sure about it. He really thought this was his opportunity to rekindle things. And I talked him out of it. I was like, do not go meet her for lunch. This is not a romantic thing. She brought her gay friend with her, and she's asking you to meet them out for lunch. This is a friendly thing. This isn't a romantic thing. And he really didn't want to listen to me, but he did. And she was kind of hurt by that. And she even called him and said, are you saying that it's either a relationship with me or nothing at all? And he's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I want something romantic. It doesn't have to be a serious relationship, but I'm not going to be friends only with you. And then he left it at that. And he didn't hear from her for like 2 or 3 weeks. And one day she just called him out of the blue and she told him that she left the other guy and she wanted him to come visit her. And they had kind of a long distance thing going on, so we made some exceptions to the rule here. But it turned out that she said one of the reasons why she came back was because he was so calm and collected, and he was so sure of what he wanted, and he wasn't budging at all. And she didn't use these words, but she basically was communicating to him that this kind of turned her on because no other guy had handled things like this. Guys were always begging and pleading and pining away for her and begging for another chance. And this guy, with my coaching, he just didn't do it. And she came back, and I just actually talked to him like a week or two ago. This was a couple months ago. And he said that they're still very much in love, no major issues, and everything is going great. So when you're offered friendship, the best response, the most attractive response to that is to just project your self-respect and your self-worth by basically telling them thanks, but no thanks, and walking away. And it's when and if your ex finally gets to a point where they begin to miss you and realize that life without you isn't so good, that they'll begin to reach out. And this is when the reattraction process really begins. And if they never reach out, then you know what? You're already on your way to moving on, and you know that it wouldn't have worked out anyway, because obviously they see, to them, they feel that you don't add any real value to their life. So if you have found this video helpful, or any of my videos helpful, I would really appreciate a thumbs up, and for you to share it with any of your friends and family who may also find it helpful. And I would also really appreciate you hitting the subscribe button down below and ticking that little bell symbol that's next to it, so you will get real-time notifications of when I upload new videos. And if you guys have found this video of any value, also in the description down below, I have a link to PayPal if you would like to make a donation. So that's it for this video, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.